Thanks, Don. I love that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Just like for everyone to get settled in your seats. So welcome and thank you all for coming. So if you just take that deep breath and know you're in this sacred space, everything is holy ground. So we all are one, and the one is all. One God, one creation that we're all part of. I read recently that there are now 8.2 billion people in the world on this earth. Some years ago it was said that the earth would never be able to support that many people. So we see today, through cooperation and helping one another, that we can still do that. We can get by, we can survive, we can even do better than that. We all came from the same source. Out of this one, all life manifests. Human, trees, animals, we're all one part of that creation. We all came from divine mind, that divine mind that created the earth and the heavens and everything in between. Just like each drop of water in the ocean, we are connected. We are connected one to the other. Just for a minute, I would like you to close your eyes and just picture this golden thread coming out from your heart and soul, connecting you with everyone here, everyone in your community, and everyone around the world, connected to each and every one of those 8.2 billion people. Some are hungry, some are suffering disaster. We know where we can help. So these threads of God's divine grace that runs through all of us, all of creation, connects us. We feel that oneness. We are one. We are united. We are family. And so it is. And we acknowledge the truth of this. Amen.
Let us stand for our opening song.
Didn't give
Let us share in our mission statement. We
are a spiritual community inspiring transformation through love, joy, and integrity.
Please be seated. Welcome to Unity of East Louisville. Whatever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. I want to thank everyone who made today, who's making today a special day. All of you who are with us online or in person. Also, we go through our little ritual of everyone we say thank you to. So we're going to start with the ushers and greeters. We have Colleen and Carol. Margie. Sorry, Margie. And we also want to thank Les and Pat back on our sound system that helped make it possible for us all to hear within the community now, but also online. And we want to thank our wonderful, wonderful musicians. We have Dave Evans joining us. And of course we have Dawn Watson. And then we have our wonderful speaker, Reverend Belle Mansfield. And her talk for today is overcoming old thoughts and habits. I do have a few announcements. There are more that you can read on our website. There are a few handouts in the back regarding our announcements, so stay tuned. The first few that we're focusing on is many of you have already contributed to the Easter flowers to help decorate within as well as without our building. Today is the last day. We have to have a cutoff point so we can get the flowers ordered, arranged, and all the wonderful amazing work that Elaine has done, will do, and hopefully others will join her as this project continues to unfold. Thank you, Elaine. And everyone who's contributed. There's also a meeting today for the farmers market to have a conversation about that. That will start about 12:15. So please, if you're interested in that or see a future of it for our community, please stay to have your input into that. We also have the Eastern Area Community Ministry is collecting personal items such as shampoo, soap, laundry pods, all of that. I think there's a box in the back. Colleen's shaking her head. Yes, there's a box back there. So remember to bring those for probably next 3 weeks, something like that. Reverend Bell said yes. Okay. We also have our book study that will be approaching. Some of you have already signed up. Some have purchased the book, Discovering Your Divinity. If you haven't signed up, please do so. If you're interested in reading the book and you don't want to be in a study, that's okay too. The thing is to read the book. The study is helpful to be together with others that are wanting to explore and get more of a meaning and more synchronicity in how we share in the affirmative prayer as a unity way. And those will be, the first one is starting on Tuesday, April 29th at 6:30. Then there's another one starting on that Wednesday, also at 6:30. So that last week of April will be when the book studies are starting. Last is, anybody interested in the men's retreat? There is a sign up, or there's details on our website to how to sign up for that. All right, and now we come to, whoops.
I think this is the last Sunday of the month for the Hope and Compassion collection.
Thank you. We will have a basket up front here shortly, or when the ushers come down for the offertory, that we'll have the basket for the Hope and Compassion. Thank you, Pat. You missed that, so thank you. Oh, no hand, Charlie.
I just want to say, you said men's retreat. Did you mean men's group?
No.
Oh, okay.
So, Unity of Louisville is having a men's retreat at Loretta down in around Danville, and they are extending it to any of the men here who want to participate. There's about 10 people there. They have about 6 places open. So if anybody wants to participate in that, it's on our website, or talk to Pat. He knows more about it. He got all the
website
information.
is in the email news. It starts May 5th, I think.
It's May 5th. It's in the e-news and on our website. If you are interested in that, check it out.
Thank you. All right. I have my cell phone for our joke of the day. We're gonna do one joke. It's also a reminder that if you have your cell phone with you, make sure it's turned off so we don't hear beautiful little rings or other reminders that cell phones are on. So please shut those off. All right, here's the joke. For the past 20 years, my partner has been complaining about me not putting the cap back on the toothpaste. Sound familiar? Last anniversary, I decided to change this bad habit and make my wife happy. For a week, I was diligent, always capping the toothpaste. I was expecting my partner to thank me, but she never did. Finally, last night, my partner turned and looked at me and said, "Why have you stopped brushing your teeth?" Very difficult. Let us continue in worship, and this is the time. Oh, I forgot one thing. I want to say, visitors, if you have not received a welcome packet, we want you to feel welcome. We really do, whether you've received the packet yet or not. Please, we want you to be here, to join, to be engaged at whatever level you're comfortable. And let us go ahead and start with the divinity greeting and welcome one another. Love and joy. We'd like to have. going to transform this energy into singing again. So if you will remain standing or stand, we're going to sing The Mighty Trains Are Coming.
There's a mighty train coming, it's on the way. There's a mighty train coming, it's on the way. There's a mighty train coming, you can hear those radios humming. There's a mighty train coming, it's on the way. There's a song of peace coming, it's on the way. There's a song of peace coming, it's on the way. There's a song of peace a coming, hear this old guitar strumming. There's a song of peace coming, it's on the way. Freedom is coming, it's on the way. Freedom is coming, it's on the way. Freedom is a coming, hear those distant drums drumming. 'Cause freedom is a coming, it's on the way. Justice is coming, it's on the way. Justice is coming, it's on the way. All Earth's children sharing equally morality. 'Cause justice is coming, it's on the way. There's a new day dawning, it's on the way. There's a new day dawning, it's on the way. The light of love transforming gives the darkness fair warning. There's a new day dawning, it's on the way. There's a new world coming, it's on the way. There's a new world coming, it's on the way. Every woman, man, and child gonna stand up tall and smile. There's a new world coming, it's on the way. There's a mighty train coming, it's on the way. There's a mighty train coming, it's on the way. There's a mighty train coming, you can hear those wheels a humming. There's a mighty train coming, it's on the way. There's a mighty train coming, it's on the way.
Sunday, March 30th, 2025. Forgive. Holding on to a hurt caused by someone's word or actions is harmful to mental, physical, and emotional health. If I stew over these negative feelings, it is likely I will feel worse. It is when I'm willing to let go of these troubling emotions that the healing begins. Forgiveness is healing. Realizing the slight may have been totally unintentional, or the one who hurt me may be unaware of my pain. I feel compassion. I let go by repeating the words, "I forgive you," silently to myself, which helps me speak these words aloud when I am able. If I have caused unintentional harm, I ask for forgiveness. Through divine love, I forgive and am forgiven. As I express this love, I mend feelings and open the way to peace and harmony. Do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Luke chapter 6, verse 37.
And so now as we begin to move into that time of silence, let's continue with that beautiful golden thread. That was a great opening prayer to connect us all in that space together. So I invite you just to begin to settle into your seat, feel supported right where you are, in this holy place, this community of love and light. You are safe here. This is a safe haven for all souls. So feel that presence, that power that is all around you, the Holy Spirit. And as you gently begin to take deep breaths in and out, letting go of whatever stress and tension is in the physical body, any worries, thoughts from the mind, and to be present right now, right here. Dropping from our heads into our hearts. And seeing that golden light shining above us. Seeing that light all around us. That shimmering gold. Just as the sun shimmers and shines, the light enfolds us in serenity. So continue to see that vibrance flowing all around you, and then moving through the top of your head. With each breath, just draw it in gently, moving, swirling, releasing any old energy that may be stuck in the body. Breathing into any pain and releasing that. Letting it go. Knowing that your wholeness is your truth. And again, to feel that golden light flowing from your heart as that thread, that golden thread, connecting us all together in this space as love. You're never alone. We are always supported by each other, and by the infinite wisdom of the divine. Even in the darkest times, love is always shining. Always flowing from one heart to another. So in this oneness, this container that we have right here, let us rest in the silence. Now I invite you to see that energy flowing from your heart, continuing to flow through each other here in this space, and watch it radiate outside of ourselves, outside of this walls, this holy space, knowing that in the wholeness and oneness, there's great power, and that power is love. We send that power around this beautiful earth sphere, touching every heart. Relieving the sorrow, pain, standing in the presence of that golden light shining brightly. know that in and through the power of the oneness, that all things are possible, and together, life is beautiful, grand, and encompassing all beings everywhere as love. And together, we grow and unfold. In harmony and peace. And so it is. Amen.
Les for calling me. I'd like to thank God for calling Les. And there is a call, I believe. It has a lot to do with the thread. You call my name like the wind you whisper to me. Call my heart. I'm listening, and I've heard the sunrise at dawn. Call the flowers to stretch. They're lifting up their arms. Call on me. Show yourself in ways I used to take for granted. On my heart, like the butterflies as they leave their warm cocoons, they show what love and time can do for me and you. Call on me. Call on my heart, call on my heart. Call my heart, call my heart. I have trouble surrendering when I'm resistant to what you say. The struggle inside of me, it's a guidance to greater things. I'm feeling a change in myself, you're working through me. Call on my heart, so I'm letting go, begging you on my knees. If there's anything that I could ever do for you, please. Call on me. Well, it's a wonderful mystery, and I find beauty in everything. We feel it and sometimes see out of this guidance to greater things. On my heart, on my heart, on my heart.
That was beautiful. All right. So I'm talking about old thoughts. and beliefs and habits. And we kind of talked about this a lot last year, right? But in this mini-series on divine wholeness, it's important that we remember that as we are unfolding, we still can get trapped in our own thinking, right? How many of you ever get trapped in our thoughts? Okay. Especially in our world and the chaos of everything that's going on in the outer world, right? That's why we studied the book in Integral Christianity, so that we have an understanding of where our consciousness has grown through. And for those of you that haven't read that book, I suggest you borrow it from somebody here and just meander through it. It kind of gives you an insight into why we believe some of the things that we believe. And I was watching Bible history last night. That shows you what a big nerd I am. I do that quite often, just so that I don't have to listen to all the outer chaos. But what I recognized is, it's a series of the Bible, history of the Bible. And our own thinking about Abraham. How many of you guys know the story of Abraham? How many of you remember when he was going to sacrifice his son? Do you know which son? Isaac? Okay. If you were Islamic, you would say Ismail. Did you know that? He's the older son. Civil rivalry. Anybody have siblings? Anybody have conflict with siblings? Okay. So this story continues to be played out today in our world. Over 2,000 years later of Abraham and his dysfunctional family. Talk about old thoughts and behaviors. Because we continue to carry that consciousness in our minds. And we haven't healed it. And in all this chaos, we've actually embraced it. We've embraced the dysfunction. So how many of you guys know where Abraham is from? What part of the country? Anybody? Lived in Ur, right? Did you know that we have, the U.S. military has a base right outside of Ur? Right? And so as we maneuver through Israel and the West Bank and the conflict between the Israelites and the Palestinians that has gone on since Abraham left this planet and the siblings continued the conflict of who is loved more, our society continues to play out this war. And it just keeps building and building and building. And I'm sharing that because it's up to us to break that cycle. So how many of you guys have ever gone back into meditation and tried to, and actually not just tried, but healed your ancestral past? Anybody? There's a few of us that have. I suggest that we all go back and clear it all the way to Abraham. Because that's when the conflict really will end. Right? The conflicts that we have in our dysfunction right now are a result from the continuation of that dysfunction. That's my sick theory, and I'm sticking to it. So how do we do that? Because that's a lot. And that's really gonna be your homework. Where's Gwen? They got homework. Got it? I want you to really take this next week, and when you do your meditation, I want you to go back and heal your ancestry. See those people in your family that you have contact with and send them that golden light, that golden thread, and heal it and forgive them. Forgive yourself, because that's where it really starts, is with ourselves. And so I'm asking you to do that for a bigger purpose, collectively. Just think about the power that was in this room. Did you guys feel it when we were doing our meditation? The power that was here? Just think about that, if we're all doing that every day, and we're joining together wherever we're at, because that's what we do. And we continue to build that power of love. The healing aspects that can happen are phenomenal. So, spiritual mastery is the essence, and that's what I want us to get to. Instead of being a dysfunction, family-oriented, let's as individuals be in spiritual mastery. And how do we do that? What is that? It's when we have the capacity to generate that inner peace, that personal power that is ours, and only ours, and it's different for each of us. Our powers are different. We all have different gifts. So if you don't know what those are, by golly, you need to figure them out really quick. What do you love? What are you passionate about? What is it that makes your heart sing? That's what you take that and you use it for your own good. And in that, create a prosperous consciousness. And in our material world and in the Western society, prosperity is more than money. It's our health, it's our wholeness, our whole life. The energy of money is part of it. And believe me, I like the energy of money or barter or whatever it is that you do, right? Because we all want things. We all have desires, right? We all want to enjoy and be joy. And so that's an important part of it, but it's only one part of prosperity. And so when we take all of our gifts, our personal power, our inner peace, and prosperity, it can shift our own journey through our spiritual practices. So using our spiritual tools on this self-journey of growth. And that growth only happens in transformation, only happens when we can heal ourselves. We can't heal ourselves if our consciousness and old beliefs are trapped in 2,000-year-old chaos and garbage. We gotta let it go. We as individuals have to let go of whatever garbage we're carrying with us. Take a breath. It's not easy, and it's not ever going to stop. Take another big breath. Because your mind is always working. You're always in interaction with people. There's always going to be a time to stumble and a challenge to work through. It's just how far down the rabbit hole do you go before you recognize that the challenge hit, right? So we're constantly peeling that onion. We're constantly working on our own self-preservation, self-realization, self-control, self-image, self-being, right? It's a continuous process, so don't think you're ever done. Because the first time you think you're done, it's going to come back. So we have to recognize what our current patterns are. And that's why I said, if you have sibling rivalry, go fix it. Go heal it. Within yourself, you might not be able to do anything about the sibling, right? That's not yours. That's not yours to do. But what you do is send them love. And I guarantee you, if you become harmonious within yourself about that person and that relationship, it will shift their consciousness too. Now, It might not bring it up to where you want it to be, that's okay. They get to live their life. If you don't have siblings, I'm sure there's been friends, co-workers, someone in your life that you've had conflict with and rivalry with. Send them that blessing of love every day, right? Create that harmonious thread with whoever it is. Because whatever we do, we know that with our creative mind, we create, we manifest. So we can either continue to manifest the conflict, or we can continue and manifest love. We get to choose, right? Our mind's work is transformation. Have you ever opened an oyster? Anybody here like raw oysters? How are they at opening? Anybody ever tried to take them and open them? Yeah, some of you are going like, eh. How about clams? You like fried clams? You still got to get the shell open, right? Well, it can be really difficult depending on the tools you have. The best way that I found to open, I love oysters. Can't eat them much anymore. But the best way to do it is take the whole bag. So we used to buy about 25-pound bags, right? Yeah. And you take them and you pour them on the grill and you shut it and then you open it up and they're all popped open. Except the ones that didn't, you throw those away. Because they're no good. I can tell you that. They're no good. You don't even want to try to open them up. They're just, yeah. So, but the other thing that happens is when you steam them really quick like that, the bacteria dies. But it doesn't cook the oyster, right? So you still have this magnificent, for those that like them, essence of goo, and they are kind of gooey, but on a cracker with some cocktail sauce and a lemon and just go like that, great. Yeah, might not know. But that's the tool I use, right? So what's the tool that you use to transform your mind? What tools do you use to transform your mind? In your practice, anybody, what tools do you use? Prayer, music, what? Music, meditation, affirmations, journaling, gratitude, giving. Those are really good tools. And so when we embrace those individually and then collectively, what does that do to our mind? What does that do to our hearts? How do you feel when you're using your spiritual tools? Nicer. Joy. At peace. That's where we find our inner peace, is by using our spiritual tools. And because we all are different, right? We all have different intelligences. We've talked about multiple intelligences. You know, I'm kinesthetic. I'm going to go walk in the woods or go walk a labyrinth to find my inner peace. Now, I can sit down because I was taught to, not because I want to. But I was taught to sit in meditation and be still. That was a lot of practice for my mother, God bless her soul. Because I don't know if I've ever shared this or not, my Indian name, my father was Blackfoot, and so my Indian name is Miss D, because I buzzed around like a bee. I never let off hand. I was totally moving all the time. And so for them to train me to sit in quiet time as a child was a real chore, I'm sure. But I can do it. But my preference is to do it in movement, right? Yoga, walking, hiking, that's my preference. So what is yours? Think about it for a moment. Do you know what style really feeds your soul in that meditative space? Because that's what you need to do. Do more of it every day And it doesn't have to be sitting in meditation and quiet. Some of us like to sit in meditation and quiet. I do like it now, but I was taught that, right? The other thing that happens when we begin to have inner peace, we can go to the silence and connect to headquarters, is what Charles Fillmore called it. You connect with that source, whatever it is for you, that infinite wisdom that guides you. And through that, you can heal that conflict within yourself, and you can send that vibrational healing energy out to others. And it does work. How many of you guys have actually practiced sending radiant healing energy to others and seen a difference? Yep, it works if you work it. So just think about it. If we all collectively took the time to go back and heal that 2,000 years plus energy, the impact that we could have in the conflict in the Middle East. Because it all starts with each of us, and it has to end with each of us. Whether you either end by blowing each other off the planet, right? Or we end it through peaceful resolution and love. Part of the work that we have to do in order to change the old thought pattern is the shadow. Everybody like shadow work? Yep. Looking at our ego. Our ego's good. I'm not going to tell you our ego's bad, because the ego's good. It keeps us safe, right? It's just how much leeway do we give it? How can we keep it in check? How can we use our ego to raise our consciousness? And that's where our shadow work comes in. Knowing that self-awareness. Knowing when our shadow is present. Knowing what the triggers are, right? Because anybody ever been in a meeting and watched somebody get triggered by a word and seen the result of that? The devastation that happens to everybody? I experienced that last week. And it's sad, right? Because that soul is hurt and didn't see it coming and got trapped in it. And that's a very unpleasant place to be. So doing our own shadow work is really important. What's going to trigger you? What word? What feeling? What thought? When you're healing, you want to know and be really aware of what your triggers are. Especially in a sibling rivalry, family dysfunction, because we all have them, right? One of my triggers, and I'll share this in my family, is the idea that I can't get up here in blue jeans and a t-shirt, because that would go against my mother's view on what you wear to church. This is a conflict that went on since I was 14 and came in my Daisy Duke cut-off jeans and a halter top to church, because I was going to YOU and meditating. I wasn't going upstairs. They don't care what I wear in YOU, sitting on the floor on a pillow, to be quiet and in silence, right? But that is still part of our family dynamic. And as you all know, my sister gives me clothing to wear up here because she knows I don't like to shop. I'm not going to go in a store. I'm not going to go buy something. I have my jeans and my t-shirts. And that's what I wear when I'm at home. So in order for my mother to be okay with my presence, my sister makes sure that happens. Now, that is, you know, I'm aware of it, right? And there's been a time or two I've come up here in my jeans and a t-shirt. But it really is part of our family dysfunction. And it stems from an old thought my mother had that from the Appalachian Mountains that women couldn't wear pants, right? That was a behavior that was not going to happen. She had to wear dresses. I didn't wear pants until I was 14, and my daddy bought me a pair of bell-bottom blue jeans, and I thought my mama was going to have a heart attack. Because that was, no, you never wore jeans, ever. Now, she did later in life. She started wearing them when she was about 60. But just think about all of that goes on in your mind when you're working through the little things. That's little stuff. What about the big stuff? What happens? So as we move through the experiences of our shadow, it shows up and we have to do the work. And we're never free of it. The work's always going to be there. We're always going to be moving through some emotion, some experience. And so what I'd like to do is move through it in laughter, empathy, and compassion. Now, for those of you that want to really laugh a lot and move through some of the old thought patterns of the Bible, I suggest you read the Infancy of Thomas with a group of New Thought folks. I never laughed so hard in my life. The last Wednesday night, when we read through the Infancy of Thomas, Infancy Gospel of Thomas, and from the New Thought perspective, we all cackled and laughed through the whole class. It was hilarious. So it's about Jesus' young life and how mean he was. And the horrible things that he did, right? And the transformation that he went through to get to where he was a leader. But in the beginning, just like all of us, anybody else was a little devil besides me when they were in? Right? Nobody got into anything or caused any trouble in the family or anything. God didn't do that. Okay. Jesus did. Based on the gospel. So we all have life unfolding. It never stops unfolding. But it is ours to clean up. And we clean up our messes. We're taught that in AA and NA and Al-Anon. We have to clean up our own messes. Nobody can clean them up for us. So it's time for us to clean up the mess. The mess that we made in humanity. And it started way back with Abraham. So as we go through this week, let's do it with love and compassion and empathy and clean up. Clean up whatever is ours to clean up. And I don't want you to feel this heavy burden as we clean up our ancestral track. Just do it as love. Do it in the right frame of mind. And if you can't do it one day, say, okay, today's not the day because I've been triggered, and that's okay. And just love yourself. Be yourself. Be that wholeness and that inner peace shining outward. And keep that golden light flowing from your heart to everybody here, knowing that you are anchored in the presence of love and sending it out. Love you. God bless you. I behold the living Christ in each of you.
Thank you. Just because I needed to survive, I was born a taker. But about 32 years later, I was brought to the realization through some good friends in a pretty abrupt bottom that I needed to be a giver. And anytime my forgiving bone starts to be pushed, I'm reminded to give. And this is, I'll try to enunciate well enough so that you can understand the story in this song. There's an invisible man on the corner of Hart, help me, and Hardy. With weathered hands, he searches the crowd for a break. They walk away, mumbling something about shame. And the seam of his trousers is strained from the tug of a child who did say, "Sir, would you lend a hand? There'll always be someone, somewhere to help, who reach up and show us our worth and our wealth." Well, giving can save us from our sins. She misses her man. She longs for a word to console her. She has no plans, fearing the pain won't pass. Without her friend, she's begging, God, make this end. And the silence is moved by a ring from someone she's known, now in need of her. I knew you'd understand. There'll always be someone, somewhere to help, who reach up and show us our worth and our will. Well, giving can save us from our sins. Unto others, run to yourself, until giving is all we can draw from the well. Well, giving can save us from our sins. Giving can. Yes, loneliness fades, it's the first to go. Reach out and already you're not alone. It will lighten the load from your shoulders. Now the invisible man, once lost on the corner of Hardy, now he stands handing out maps as his trade. Sees himself a little taller every day. Yes, and the woman who answered the phone on her knees found strength in her own heart. She gives so much more. There'll always be someone, somewhere to help, who reach up and show us our worth and our will. Well, giving can save us from our sin. Unto others, run to yourself, until giving is all we can draw from the well. Well, giving can save us from our sin. Giving can. Unto others, run to yourself, until giving is all we can draw from the well. Well, giving can save us from our sin. Giving can. Giving. Giving can. Giving can.
time in our service that we share our offering, our gifts. We do that both this morning with the Helping Hand offering. So as the ushers pass your row, you want to come down, there will be a basket here in a minute, not just the table, that you can place some for the Helping Hand ministry as well, and then the ushers will take your offering. So if you will take your offering in your hand and share together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Amen.
We ask for our blessings on these gifts, and we bless the givers. And we see these gifts going out into our community, our church community, and the wider community, and doing God's work. So it is, and it's all good. Amen.
Please stand and join me in our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Too many children?
No, peace song. No, we don't have any church.
Okay. Please join us in the peace song.
Now there is peace on earth, and now it begins to be. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as Creator, united all are we. Now we walk with each other in birth.